Who made a bad start, so he's dropped further back. Just didn't quite get it off the line. Oh, there's a bit of contact there, big wing. There's a wing going up in the air there. Let's see if anyone hits it. Someone's gone wide there. That's the high-tech car.
And now we've got a safety car to add to all that.
Yeah, Canato, Lee and Sonny Smith have got history in Ginetta Juniors, so let's hope. Oh, the big spin for the Lee. He's gone round. That's such a shame for him.
That is a big pity. What a shame.
Going into the chicane, and then this is when he has his spin. So he's in the middle of the circuit. He just clipped the inside curb a little bit too hard. He's avoiding his teammate and spun. Ginchard goes down the inside of Lyle. It's a great move from Ginchard. He got on the podium yesterday, so now he's...
check contact on the back of Ginchard by Lyle. Ginchard will be fuming about that. It was Louis Sharp who had the best of it. Oh, another big spin there. That is Will McIntyre.
Here we see a replay. You see Fairclough gone down the inside. Actually, Ginchard did have a bit of a moment before he broke for the corner, and that did push Fairclough wide. Big slide, and that's McIntyre. That's another one of the high-tech cars. McIntyre's managed to get past it. There's contact. There's a spin.
Oh, McIntyre, I think, could have ended up with some bad luck there. This is Lee's exit, isn't it?
Yeah, he's just hit the curb. They've had contact as well, but unfortunately the momentum of him hitting that inside curb with too much speed has just sent him round.
Jamie, so perhaps and off there, sadly, goes Isaac Barashi in the Argentine. Oh, replay the off first of all. So Isaac starting up towards the front, just runs wide, off on the grass. Little nudge into the barriers. The yellow background
had a tiny little lock up, but I'm not sure if they made contact or not, but he's definitely seen the opportunity and took it.
Right, now there is no conflict of interest at all. That's the moment we saw Jack Sherwood spin around. The others did well to go through. It's great for JHR to have him on board. JHR, big supporters of young drivers that, you know, everyone struggles for resources, but they help, as the other teams do, as best they can to get them in. That's that first corner, or first Druids incident. Jack Sherwood, who was on the podium, as Gustav Johnson there with the red and white car and a green, and a spin around 2 cars off. That is Jack Sherwood in the 78, pretty much where he was off in race number 1.
No reason he can't get it again, and as long as he has a good restart. But we're about to see a replay of the incident, and just might not have left each other enough room there, unfortunately.
Yeah, shame right in the pack. Here's another angle. Let's watch them. Yeah, no malice in that, is there?
No, maybe it's a bit of a blind spot. Obviously, it's through a right hand.
We'll see what happened with Isaac. Had a problem early on in race 2. He's lost it coming down paddock after the flag, which is unusual.
But let's see, as there's a big bump on the braking zone. Someone's trying to go on the outside. That's Louis Sharp, I think, trying to go on the outside. Someone's had a spin as well. Someone's on the grass. It's all action on lap 1. They lose traction, they lose momentum, and then they get overtaken by another 2 cars. But great spin there for Fairclough, yeah. I'm not sure exactly what happened there, but that's a tricky corner going under the bridge.
Is he on board?
Yeah, let's see what happened on board with McIntyre. And you can see Neat as well. Oh, I think he's lost it all on his own. And then maybe a bit of contact as well from Neat. But yeah, it all gets so tight going into the S's. You're braking through the left-hander, and then here we go. Oh, there's contact with Irfan. Josh Irfan has made contact with Fairclough, and now we've got safety car.
It was getting like a kart race, wasn't it? With 4 or 5 wide all the way around that first lap of virtually 3 miles here.
Yeah, so that was poor old Dalianani.
For Carlin, he will want the win, but Akil Alabai is leading. That is going to be massive for his confidence.
Yeah, Nadek is now down to
third. There, and Ginchard went through on the inside, went towards the outside of the track, and that puts Josh Irfan out, as well as Ginchard, who was making a pass on the inside.
For that team, but now he's become an engineer, and he's doing a great job. Look at that big moment there for number 26. That's Barashi, yeah.
Whereabouts is that, Jamie?
Just out to the first complex, just out the exit.
Akil Alabai's making a move on Sonny Smith on the inside.
Not giving enough room. The sandwich effect there for the car in the middle, I think.
It was, wasn't it? Yeah.
And then Barashi...
I beg pardon, it's Pat Hoytson
just dropping a wheel on the exit of Goodwood, unfortunately.
So, unrelated one. So, yeah, it was Pat Hoytson, I beg your pardon, not Akil Alabai. Akil still running and looking to try and make his way further up through on the scene. We can in fact have a look at what happened here. Jamie, not what we want to see, is it? In the race?
No, not at all. And it's we're glad to see him come come out of it all okay. It shows a testament to how strong the Tatus is now. I actually did a similar thing back in 2017.
I'd forgotten about that weekend, so we've been a little bit reflective, and we'll be reflective now and have a look at that lock up there. What 77 car involved? That's what caused it. So it's on the back of Louis Sharp. Talk us through what's happening here, Jamie.
So I think he's gone to the outside and then gets squeezed onto the grass, and then you're a passenger from there. I think actually Browning did have a similar accident a few years ago from memory. And can't slow down on the grass, just locked up and straight into the barrier. But it's good to see him out of the car.
It's a fair speed down there, isn't it, as well? So it's understandable that he's had the wind knocked out of his sails. The medical centre actually right in front of our commentary position here. It's Will McIntyre who is next up, and Will determined to get good championship points, followed by Deegan Fairclough. Issues there for Stilp again. Gabe Stilp having all sorts of issues. We've got the back out. You'll see right at the top of shot. Cameramen and directors picked this out very well indeed. And is that Druids that he's coming out of?
Yeah, Exeter Druids. I've actually done that myself, so I know that can be a big one.
The two things you said to me this weekend was that you'd rolled a car and you'd done that, but, you know, that happens to champions.
Stilp.
That's a major shame. Gabe Stilp, though, look at the challenge for second position.
Contact with McIntyre.
McIntyre and James Higgins. Higgins is in the gravel. That will be a safety car straight away.
Running right at the front, and they're battling for the championship. Let's see what happened now. Higgins tries to go on the outside, just clipped his wheel. Obviously, McIntyre had to take to the apex. That pushed him wide, and you can see the other Vortec car as well had big contact as well just before they go through turn 2. So both Vortec cars out.
Yeah, miserable race for them, isn't it? Here's the other angle.
Yeah, it's a struggle because it gets so tight. It's a bottleneck going into turn 2, coming out of turn 1 at Croft here. So it's a real struggle to not make contact when this car's running side by side. Yeah, let's see what happened for the big shunt there. That was it was airborne as it hit the curb going through the chicane. I tell you what, I've not seen any single seaters do that for a long time. There's no tyre bale there anymore. I think they take it away for the F4s. But if you just look further back, they're all riding over the curb. But look how high the car went up in the air. And obviously Lyle has done a great job to avoid that car that's come across him. But that's done a lot of damage to that car, and it will have actually hurt his back quite a bit as he's landed. But yeah, I'm pleased to see him out of the car, and obviously he'll go to the medical centre and get checked out.
That's the key thing. If you can't get into the lead, get it away smoothly. Sharp's going to have a look around the outside, and a mistake there from Sharp. Runs wide, he was going for it, but that didn't pay off, Jamie. These cars well, as we mentioned at Croft, but now coming under. Oh, and off goes the front wing of the number 12 car, and that is a big issue now for Josh Irfan, who is really going to struggle around with that, and that was for second position in the rookie category. Another spinner as we go off there. Isaac Barashi in the 26 car, started last, actually last on track at the moment is Dower de Decker, and we'll have a replay. Yeah, bouncy moment over the curbs. Can be a scary moment, that as well, but doesn't wind up with any big impact.
Grip up on the grippy part of the circuit on the outside. So look at the spray. Oh, it's contact further back as you go into. Oh, so close as he's rolling back into the gravel. But
you predicted before we came to air as being the man to watch here. Look at that.
Oh yeah, look at that replay there. Just big contact as they're in the braking zone of McLean's there. Side by side. That's McIntyre, I think, as he's trying to go on the outside of Irvine. He's now got the inside line going into. Oh, there's contact with the Chris Dittman car. It's big contact actually as they've gone into the turning point of Old Hairpin. He's defended it well, but now he's got the grippy apart. So, oh, there's a bit of a lock up there. He needs to get the cut back, but look at McIntyre.
Yeah, McIntyre saw the gap, goes down the inside. Sherwood tags Barashi. Barashi loses nose. Sherwood loses any chance of a podium.
Lyle and Sherwood still side by still banging wheels there. That's not ideal, and now Sherwood's gone a little bit wide. He's going to end up losing his wing maybe, but no, there's very slippery out there. He needs to try and rejoin safely.
For a moment as things calm down.
Yeah, you can just see he ran a little bit wide going through Coppice, and unfortunately you just get dragged off the circuit if you run just a little bit wide through that corner, and it's quite deep gravel and it's very hard to get back on it. Now he's
in one of the reverse grid races, but get the outright one. Here is Rodella going off.
Yeah, so he's at a moment going through the chicane, and he's gone through the gravel, he's spun, and I'm pretty sure he's maybe stalls it and can't get it running again, and that is not a place where you want the car to be now in Formula 1. But you can see here, that was Fairclough just running a little bit wide And then further back, we saw the Fortec car of Abraham's just losing it, going too wide, couldn't manage to keep it straight. Managed to keep it out of the wall, though. Obviously, we just caught the Goodyear banner there, but unfortunately couldn't keep the momentum going now because the car sits so low onto the ground, it's just beached. So, as you can see, can't get any traction there.
Short rookie champion. We've got another race to score points later on as well.
Slater nearly. Oh!
And now, did he force Decker into that mistake?
It didn't look like there was any contact.
12 positions, that's 7 points that he will gain from this race.
Oh, someone's had a big spin. Who's that further ahead as they've gone through onto the GP loop? So that's the Decker, I think. Yeah, the BWT car who's he's lost it through Westfield and run a little bit wide, couldn't get off the grass. Big slide and then just can't control it. Has a big spin, keeps it out the wall, but
yeah, and off the track more importantly as well, I guess. Yeah, well, both as important as each other actually. Wall and track. Track means other cars, wall means damage to the car and possibly driver as well.
Yeah, the Decker doing a good job somehow. Don't know whether that was fluke or skill, but
Sharp once again. Going to get a replay for you. Yeah,
it was, yeah, a fair club fair. Just had further back as they think someone has a bit of a moment. Yeah, Lyle has a big one as he clips the grass trying to turn in. That's a big moment, not something that you want to be doing. Saw the tracks very wide as they as he's going through paddock. Yeah, you can see he's done well to stay out of the wall. He might have clipped it actually, but yeah, he won't have done any damage because it was slow.